All right, ladies and gentlemen, Ethan Allen, I know who that is. By the way, before we get to this whole closing bell report, let me tell you that right now, as we speak, the House is voting on, I believe they're voting on the 3-week extension to fund the Department of Homeland Security. It looks like it's going to pass. I can't say that for sure. There's still a number, about 100 Congress people who have not voted yet. As soon as that vote becomes official, we will bring you the results, so stay right here. Right now, though, as I said, it's Newsmax Finance Deputy Editor Rob Williams, who we just had his brother Walter on earlier. And it's the daily closing bell report. And before we turn to Rob, let me tell you the numbers. They're not on the screen today, but the Dow was down 81 points to close at 18,133. The NASDAQ down 24 points to close at 4,964. Wasn't able to reach that 5,000 point plateau today. And then you had the S&P down 6 points, 2,105. Now, this is the last trading day, Rob. Welcome on in February.
Yes.
And it was even though the numbers were slightly down today, it was a heck of a strong month.
Yeah, today we probably just saw a lot of big mutual funds and other institutional investors redo it. Yeah, taking some profits, rejiggering their portfolios, that kind of thing. But they had a great month. February was the strongest month since October 2011.
Wow.
And back, to give you some context, that was when Apple released the iPhone 4S.
Wow. And you speak about Apple. Apple was down today almost $2, but it still closed the month up 18% in the month of February.
18%, astonishing, really, for,
And then next month, they have the watch announcement and the whole thing, and who knows what else they'll say.
March 9th, we're looking forward to that date to see the Apple Watch,
And it's very clever. It's like a day or two after we turn the clock. So the invitation they sent out, which I did not get, talked about looking ahead, springing ahead with Apple. Come to our event. We're going to spring ahead. It was the day after you turn the clock ahead.
Right.
And it's going to be a watch. Very clever. Very clever. All right. So what was the the problem today? Why didn't we had a disappointing GDP? Correct.
Well, we did. They revised down the GDP number for the fourth quarter from 2.6% down to 2.2%. And if you look at GDP, it consists of consumer spending, business investment, and exports. Although consumer spending was okay, our exports were down, probably because the dollar was stronger, making U.S. products more expensive to buyers in Europe and Asia. And those economies had some trouble.
But for the whole year, the economy grew at 2.4%,
right?
Which is not the kind of number that is indicative of an economic recovery.
Yeah, it's very lackluster and really nothing to brag about at all. It's really been the story this entire recovery since the recession ended in 2009. And
we had oil today. That what did it do? I mean, I think it went up a little bit.
It did go up a little bit. It wasn't a huge run or anything, but it's still around $50 a barrel.
And gas, prices at the pump, they're up about, at least in my pump in New Jersey, I think about a dime overall. I think it was down to like 1.9, maybe more than, maybe 15 cents or so since it hit its bottom.
Right. Yeah, nationally it went up around 25 to 30 cents, which was a pretty big hike. So it remains to be seen how much of that savings in gasoline is going to end up in consumer pockets. It looks to be as if they're using that money toward either saving it, pocketing it, or paying down some debt.
Yeah, they're not spending. All right, so next week we have Europe on the QE for Europe, right?
Right.
Quantitative easing and personal income data coming out on Monday.
Right.
And also, of course, next Friday we'll get the jobs numbers for this month, which is still February until Sunday.
Right.
Have a great weekend. I can't believe
Steve.
It's been a week since he's been back, but it went fast. All right, folks, and you know what to do if you want to take control of your financial future. Rob, where could they go?
Oh, to NewsmaxFinance.com.
There you go, NewsmaxFinance.com, and we'll be back with Gimme 5.